Insanity. PewDieCry Fanfiction by Dean. Chapter 1. Breakup. PewDiePie's point of view. It was a regular Saturday afternoon. I was on the computer playing a co-op with Cinnamon Toast Candy, having one of my stupid laughing fits when Marcia walked in. I looked at her, and something in her eyes told me that she wanted to talk. So I asked Ken if we could take a break. He just laughed and paused the game. I muted my side of the Skype call and turned off my camera. Felix, we have to talk, Marcia said with her beautiful angel-like voice. I smiled and spun my chair around, looking into her eyes. Little did she know that I was going to propose to her later today. When she saw me smiling, she lowered her gaze to the ground. That's when I began to worry. Yeah, Marcia? I could hear my own fear quavering in my voice. Marcia looked at me, and that's when I saw a tear slip down her face. I got up and walked over to her, wrapping her in my arms. Marcia, what's wrong? I did something wrong, Felix. Marcia started sobbing into my shoulder. I just held her tighter. What? Marcia, I won't be mad, just tell me. I'm pregnant, Marcia managed to say between sobs. I gasped, and for a moment I didn't know how to feel. At first I was scared, then happy, then back to being scared. I just pulled her away from my shoulder and looked into her eyes. Marcia, I know you're scared, but it's not my fault that I got you pregnant. You didn't do anything wrong, and you're pregnant, isn't that a good thing? I said softly. But what I said just made her break out into a soul-ripping wail. What seemed like hours, she finally started to talk. Felix, you don't understand. It's not yours, Marcia said quietly. My whole world stopped spinning. My blood turned ice cold. It wasn't mine. My legs started to give out and I would have passed out, but Marcia held onto my arms and stopped me from falling. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Felix. I would take everything back if I could. She started to cry again. What, how? I said, anger boiling in my veins. I was out with friends, and I got drunk. One of my friends dared me to make out with some random guy. I was wasted, so I did. He kind of led things on from there, Marcia whispered. Guilt mixed in with her high-pitched voice. But, Felix, it doesn't matter whether you want to forgive me or not. I can't stand to live with you after knowing what I've done. Marcia continued. I think it's best for you to move out, Felix. Marcia said, pulling away from me and exiting the door, leaving me standing there like a complete idiot. A huge headache started to form, and I sat back in my chair. I quickly grabbed a small orange bottle next to my computer and took my pills for my headaches. I swallowed 2 of the small tablets and sat back in my seat trying to process what had just happened. I sat there for a couple of minutes, and then I turned on my screen. I had fallen asleep due to the long amount of time I was off on it. Then I realized that Ken was still there, eating a sandwich on the camera. I turned back on my camera and mic. Ken? Oh, you're back. That was an awfully large break you were doing. Awfully large break. What were you doing? Taking a crap? Ken teased, putting his half-eaten sandwich down. No, I'm sorry, I have to go. Okay, talk to you later, Pewdie, Ken said, waving, and then ended the call. I sat there like I was in a trance. I finally realized that me and Marcia were breaking up. I sat my chin on the desk and began to cry. After a couple of hours, I must have cried myself to sleep because I woke up. I quickly turned on my computer screen and looked at places to rent. There was one I saw that was completely gorgeous, but it was in Florida. Whatever. It would probably be the best for me that I go with someone new. The rent was very low. Perfect. I spent a lot of my money on the new engagement ring. The engagement ring. I pulled out the small black box out of my desk drawer. Opening the box, I began to tear up. I slammed it closed and threw the small object to the wall. J'arrête! I yelled, not caring if Marcia heard me. After sitting there a while, just taking in the fact that me and Marcia might have gotten married, I emailed the person who had the house for rent and told them about my situation. Sighing, I walked into the living room and saw Marcia sleeping on the couch. I just glare at her and go into the kitchen. I quickly pour myself a glass of water and tiptoed back to my room. I sat down on the chair with a grunt and looked at the bright computer screen. A new email? I clicked on it and saw it's the guy with the house for rent. Wow, that was quick. I squinted my eyes and looked at the message. Hello. I read your situation and you need to get out of your house as soon as you can possibly, and I understand. So you can come over and move in. We'll just deal with the paperwork later. The key will be under the welcome carpet. Smiley face. I smiled and bought a plane ticket. I will be leaving tomorrow. Finally, Florida. Here I come. Alright, this is the first chapter in the story. I hope you liked it. I know it's not too good, but this is my first story. Slowly watch me become a better writer. At least, I hope it happens. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the fan fiction. Thanks for watching. Becca Ranger out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Seriously, this is a really good story. Alright, love you guys. Bye.